So can your thoughts actually change your reality? Welcome to Tools to Manifest Your Dream Life with myself, Glenyce. Thank you so much for being here. I am so incredibly grateful for you. This episode is inspired by the book Mind Magic by James Doty, and starting July 23rd, we have 4 weeks of magic school, which is inspired by this incredible book. To me, the book Mind Magic really takes neuroscience and meets it with miracles, and then manifesting goes from like this woo-woo thing to wow, that actually works. We're going to unpack some of his incredible life-changing tools and processes. And at the end, I'll even take you through a guided meditation. So starting with the basics, have you ever noticed that when you think about something and you get excited about it, or you get really heavy and nervous about it, have you ever noticed how that can become your reality? So this is the neuroscience that we were talking about, where when you put your thoughts and your energy into something, you're actually training your brain, you're rewiring your brain. When you choose to think more positively, let's say, you choose to stop complaining, you are rewiring your brain. You are changing the neural pathways in your brain to actually go towards those more positive things rather than that heavy negativity which you were used to. The neural pathways that had those old beliefs start to fade away, and new ones are created that are more towards what you would like. It's actually called neuroplasticity, which actually means your brain is always available for new. It's always available for change. It's just often we think new and change are wrong or scary or bad or impossible. But what if they aren't? One of the things that really inspired me in the book was this idea that we are both the magic and the magician. It isn't about waiting for something outside of you to change. It's actually recognizing that you can change it, that it's up to you. Now, here's where the real magic happens. It's when you connect the mind and the heart. Compassion and gratitude and love are not just nice feelings to have. They're actual states that shift your brain and calm your nervous system, which opens you up to new possibilities. So let's just do a quick exercise together. Just place your hand on your heart. Now take a slow, deep breath in and imagine it flowing in through your heart. And as you breathe out, imagine it flowing out of your heart. Now, as you're doing that, think of someone or something that you appreciate. Now notice how your body responds to that. Notice how, in my case, I smiled, I expanded energetically. I could just perceive all of that appreciation. It totally changed my body along with what was going on in my mind. That's called heart-brain coherence. It's a simple but powerful way to reset your energy and rewire your brain, which will allow you to feel calm and joyful and peaceful. How do you put this all into action? You start with intention, or you could call it choice. If you've been around for a while, you know that I don't love the word intention, mostly because it's in tension. Those two words together, But if you like it or it works for you, that's great. Or you could call it choice. You start with intention or you start with choice. Write down something you would like to feel or create or experience this month. Place it somewhere that you will see it every day. Now, for the next week, I want you to become a detective for magic. This is where you are going to start searching for the synchronicities. You are going to notice the nudges, the miracles, the gifts. These are the signs that your magic is working. I want to share a story about some magic that I created last month. It was So incredible. I am part of this Facebook group. It's called Host a Sister, which is basically where people just reach out and say they'll be in a certain area and see if there's anybody in that area that would like to have them at their home and give them a place to stay. Sometimes they do it in exchange for things and such. I've been a member of this group for quite some time. I saw a post in there from a woman in rural Alberta, and she was offering this beautiful home that she had for anybody who was passing through. She knew people probably wouldn't be going to that area for anything in particular, but if you were driving out to the mountains or something like that, she was just offering it up. She had received it as an inheritance and wanted people to live in it and love it. We happened to have 3 nights that we didn't have a sit for. It was in between one sit ending and another one starting, and we were coming from Edmonton to Lloydminster, and this rural town wasn't too far off our tracks. So I reached out to her and I let her know the dates that we would be around. I also let her know because she was really looking for people who needed a place. And so I let her know we don't need a place. If it's empty and she was open, we would love it. But if not, if there was somebody who needed it more than we did, that was totally fine. She got back to me and there was nobody who was looking for those dates. So she said, "You're welcome to it." And then she started telling me a little bit about the history of it and that she was really trying to raise the vibration of the place. Guys, that's one of my capacities. I can raise the vibration of places. I was like, well, let me tell you, I just happen to do these things, these magical things, and I would be happy to raise the vibration of the place while we're there as a gift for you letting us stay there. Yeah. So it worked out so incredibly well. I still am so in awe of how the universe always has our back. Like, truly, for me to randomly see that post and then have it work out that nobody else was going to be there those dates and have her confide in me that she was looking to raise the vibration. Yeah, it just was so cool. And that's the sort of magic that I am talking about here, where when you are rewiring your brain for incredible, infinite possibilities, for magic and miracles, this sort of stuff just shows up. And truly, how does it get any more magical than that? Now, you may not think that being a detective for magic is something that is going to make a big difference in your life, but I'll tell you right now, it actually can make all the difference in your life. Because if you think about it, what we're usually doing, if we're not being detectives for magic, we're being detectives for shit. I mean, I said what I said. But usually we're talking about how tough life is, or how bad it is, or how expensive groceries are, or how the problems of like all those things. And that is being a detective for shit, detective for heaviness, for whatever you want to call it. It's not being a detective for magic. So what if you could be a detective for magic? What if there was a way for you to start noticing the magic around you, start being open to the possibilities, start even be open that magic and miracles are your everyday life. That's what's normal and natural for you. Like, truly, what if you could do that? You can. What if you would choose it? Maybe that's a better way to say it. What if you could choose it? We're going to end today with a guided meditation, or as I like to call them, an energetic exercise. However, I would like to take a moment and invite you to Magic School, which is 4 weeks inspired by the book Mind Magic, where we're going to talk neuroscience. We're going to talk about all the different processes and techniques and tools that he shares in the book so that we can really be manifesting as if by magic. We start July 23rd, and there is an energetic exercise in there right now, ready for download, all about the heart-brain coherence reset. Okay, so if you're driving, stop this and do it later. Everyone else, let's just take a moment, closing your eyes, becoming really present with your sweet body. Might even want to say, "Hi, sweet body." Energetically expanding down to your toes, your feet, your legs, your tummy, your spine, down your arms to your fingertips. up your neck to the top of your head and out to the tips of your ears. Now energetically expanding out into the building that you're in, into the entire country that you're in, into the entire earth. Now going beyond the earth into all of you as the infinite being you truly be, above you, below you, in front of you, behind you, every direction around you, expanding farther than you've ever expanded before, and then even farther than that. Now from this spaciousness, put your hand on your heart and just allow yourself to become really present with your heart, with your breath. Yeah, and now as you take deep breaths in and out, just breathing in and out of your heart. Flowing that breath through your heart. Now imagine a warm, comforting light in your heart area growing as you breathe in and out. As it gets bigger and bigger. Surrounding your entire body and being. And then in your mind or out loud, repeating after me, I am open to miracles. I am open to possibilities. I am open to magic. I trust my heart and my mind to guide me. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you. And remember, you are both the magician and the magic. I can't wait to see you in Magic School for Manifestors. Have a great week, sweet friends. I look forward to chatting again.